Hi friends, welcome to our channel Stock Informer. Let's dive into today's stock discussion.
What a day! The Indian stock market just saw a massive 1,000-point surge on the Sensex, with the Nifty closing well above 26,000. If you're wondering what drove this powerful rally, you're in the right place. Today, November 26, wasn't just about domestic buying. It was a perfect storm of positive global news and structural strengths. We're breaking down the two biggest drivers and naming the top stocks that led the charge. The number one reason for today's green wave came from across the ocean. US Federal Reserve rate cut speculation. The problem, the latest US economic data, things like retail sales and consumer confidence, came in softer than expected. The market's reaction. This isn't bad news for the stock market. It signals that US inflation is cooling, making it highly probable the Fed will cut interest rates, perhaps as early as December. Why it matters to India. When US rates fall, global investors, the FIIs, pull money out of safe US bonds and aggressively pour it into attractive emerging markets like India. We saw strong institutional buying today because of this high probability of a rate cut. Factor number two is a huge relief for the Indian economy. Crude oil prices are falling. The update, Brent crude is hovering near a 1-month low. The benefit, India imports most of its oil. Cheaper oil means a lower import bill for the country, less risk of inflation, and improved profit margins for thousands of Indian companies that use oil in their operations. Think airlines, paint companies, and logistics. The result, this drop acts like a stimulus package, improving the outlook for future corporate earnings and fueling the rally. With sentiment this positive, which stocks saw the biggest gains? Cyclicals and financials were the clear winners. Metals roar. JSW Steel was one of the biggest gainers. Why? Metal stocks are extremely sensitive to global demand, and the rate cut optimism suggests a boost to the global economy and commodity prices. Financial power. Stocks like Bajaj Finserv and HDFC Life Insurance surged, benefiting from the huge institutional capital inflows directly targeting India's robust financial sector. The laggards. Interestingly, on a day this strong, the losers were few and far between. Bharti Airtel saw a dip, but this was due to a single large block deal. A temporary stock-specific event, not a reflection of a weak sector. So to compile the discussion, today's rally was driven by the global hope of cheaper money from the US Fed and the domestic advantage of falling crude oil. This combination signals strong capital inflows and better corporate profitability ahead. What do you think? Will the Fed cut rates in December, or is the market getting ahead of itself? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the next big market move, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.
That's all for today's market update. If you gained valuable insights, please consider liking this video. For continuous access to our expert analysis on Indian share market results and announcements, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Your support by sharing this video with your network is also highly valued. Thank you for tuning in.